I'm Nate Pickle, and this is my 2002 Jeep TJ. Let's see, I got this Jeep when I was 20, and I'm 34 now, so I guess I've had it 14 years. I cannot imagine a world in which I will ever get rid of this thing. I love it. Well, no matter how many vehicles I get rid of, and if I whittle down my fleet one day, this might be the very last one that I still have. We lived in Virginia for a little bit, and one Christmas my grandparents got my brother and I a Power Wheels Jeep. And I think from then on I always thought Jeeps were really cool. There's no other car that looks like them, and you don't even say I'm gonna go get my car, you say I'm gonna go get my Jeep. It's just this one-of-a-kind thing that I've always had an affinity for. So as soon as I had the money, I upgraded from my K5 Blazer at that time to a Jeep, and I loved it ever since. 100% of the work that has been done to this Jeep has been done with these two hands. I have worked on this thing, and I have learned a lot from this thing because I got it when I was 20, and I knew some things about cars. I knew a lot of basic stuff, you know, how to change oil, spark plugs, all that kind of stuff, rotate tires. But I wanted to take it a step further, that it was this really attractive notion of being able to build it all myself. And so I started by buying things, and then some of the things I bought weren't really as good as I would like them to be, so then I started to build things, and from then on I just started building absolutely everything I could for this Jeep. The front axle in this Jeep is a Dana 44 high pinion from a 1976 F-150. The rear axle is a 4.9-inch based housing that I built myself and loaded with Yukon odds and ends, 35 spline shafts, chromoly all the way around. The transfer case is an Atlas 4-speed, and it's mounted up to the stock transmission. It's an NV3550, and that has made it up to a motor that's out of a 2006 Volkswagen Jetta. It's a 1.9-liter diesel that I slightly modified. It has a very slightly larger than stock turbo and some big ol' injectors. Whenever I turn the key and I hear that diesel start up, I immediately feel awesome. I forget about work, I forget about life. I just put my hands on the wheel, and then I just put it into gear and let it go. It's a one-of-a-kind experience, and I encourage my friends to drive it because I just think it's really fun. I think it's a fun feeling to drive something that is like this. There's nothing else like it. I started modifying this Jeep, and I started wheeling this Jeep for that matter, the first week I had it. We went up to Evans Creek. I had a paper license plate in the back, and we were doing 311. I had these big, ugly, bling bling rims from the previous owner. They were like 17s on like a stock size tire, and they just looked ridiculous, but I didn't care. I wanted to get up in the woods and get some mud on the tires, so I pretty much started wheeling it and modifying it first week I had it. Is the Jeep done? The Jeep is not done. This Jeep is never done. There's some things that I definitely want to add in the future. There's going to be a bunch more aluminum going onto this rig. There's going to be a bunch more power mods going onto this rig. There's definitely some big projects ahead of this thing. I'm going to build a custom dash. I'm going to build a custom floor. I'm going to build a custom roll cage. For now, I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. And it's one of those things where it's just a living, breathing project. It's something that I work on and I play on, and it's just a continuous cycle of break it, figure out where the weak spot is, and try to improve it.